Hello, this is Henry Blofeld. A little bit different from Tasmat Special, isn't it? But you know, I want to now tell you all that I'm about these days. Not watching cricket at all, really, but I'm doing an awful lot of other things, and I want you to join in with me. What we're going to do now, I think, is walk down there where I have a table, lovely spot where we can sit in the sun and drink a glass of wine, indeed. And I'm then going to take you through an approximate menu of what I'm doing over the next 3 or 4 weeks, which will give you some idea, I hope, of the excitement and all the thrills and spills and laughs that will be in store for you. So Valeria and I are going to go down there and I'm going to go through. So there we are. It's Pip Pip for the first time, my dear things. I'm going to celebrate with a jolly good glass of wine. I say jolly good. My favourite tipple these days is white Burgundy. Doesn't do me any harm. And I ran into this particular wine, in a wine shop the other day. It's Macon Vergisson, 2016. Quite young, but it's lovely. It's got those lovely ripe melony flavours, and it's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to have my first. So we'll be taking you with us all the way so you can see a lovely bit of Minorca, which is the most beautiful island, and Mahon is the most lovely city too. And so owned by the English for 70 years in the 18th century, and lovely Georgian architecture. Then we come back to England, and when we're for just half a dozen days, where I've got 2 gigs, and then on the 19th of September, Graham Swan and I, who did a couple of 2-man shows in 2016 and 2017, are getting together again for the first of a new autumn tour. We're playing the first one, which is sort of a rather, if you like it, dress rehearsal almost, in a smallish theatre, the Mill Arts Theatre in Banbury. It's going to be great fun. Swanee, who did so well on Strictly, will be telling us all the inside stories of Strictly. He and Oti Mabuse got to the finals, of course, in Blackpool. And I shall be talking a little bit about my adventures in India in April this year, when I went out there to make, or help make, a reality TV show, which will be on our screens on the BBC in January. And I mustn't divulge too much at this stage, but it's quite exciting. And then next week, we stay at our favourite hotel, the Langer Hall, it's called, in the Vale of Belvoir, which actually is where Valeria and I got married in 2012, and it was it's a wonderful hotel. The browsing and sluicing is absolutely perfect, so that'll be great. And then we go on up from there to Leeds on Wednesday, where I have a gig, and then Sheffield, where I have another the following night. And on the Friday, the day after Sheffield, we have to be at Southampton Docks at 12 o'clock midday, so that we can board the Cunard liner, the Queen Victoria, where I'm doing a sort of speaking, lecturing, if you like it, job for a couple of weeks. Lecturing is perhaps ship speak for making people laugh and telling good anecdotes, but it will be great fun. And in the fortnight we're on board, we put in, first of all, to Norway, then to Sweden, and then to we go Estonia, and eventually 2 nights are spent in St. Petersburg, which would be absolutely wonderful. It's the most staggering city, St. Petersburg. Valeria and I were very, very lucky about 5 or 6 years ago, when a great friend of mine was general manager of the Grand Hotel Europe in St. Petersburg, which is probably the best hotel in Russia. And he asked us to stay and put us up for a week in a wonderful suite, the Romanov suite. And I can't tell you what we did. We saw, obviously, a little of the Hermitage, the biggest art collection in the world. And in a week, you don't even touch the service, obviously, it's so fast. We went to the ballet, to the opera, and ate caviar. We really couldn't stand it anymore. It was extraordinary. And I want to tell you all about these adventures and try and fit in as much as I can in those 2 days. And so you'll enjoy St. Petersburg along with us. Then we reboard the Queen Victoria and we pop into Poland for half a day on the way back to Southampton. And then when we get there, it all begins again. We're there in England for just 3 nights. I've got a couple of gigs, and then on the Monday, we take off from a Southend airport at 10:20 in the morning for Minorca, where our house in Mahon is ready for us, and that's going to be very exciting. We're going to have a big birthday party out there at the end, towards the end of the month, and so we're going out there to make sure the furniture's in all the right places. 2 days after our show in Banbury, We're going to Gatwick Airport, and we take off on the red-eyed special at 6:30 in the morning for Menorca and Mahon, and all the shenanigans of my 80th birthday party. It's going to be great fun. Suki, my daughter's a professional cook, is coming with us, and she's going to do a lot of the cooking, helping Valeria. And it's going to be party. We're going to be very, very sort of tired at the end of it. 2 celebration cricket matches in honour of my birthday, which will be great fun. And it's going to be wild, and you'll be there to see a part of what happens, which will be good fun. And I shall look forward to being with you again in a few days' time. It's been great fun making my debut on YouTube, and now, please, all of you, don't forget to subscribe, will you?